First of all, I'd like to strongly advise you that if you cannot break out the matrix system, the following topics that I'm going to discuss in this video definitely will offend you, okay? So which means you can now stop this video, or you choose to continue to watch this video, then you need to try your best to break out of this matrix system. Not only this video, but particularly this video, I think is very controversial for some people that still believe the matrix system. There are some good in it. Okay, so today is Monday, February 19. We have entered into the critical week, most important week of the time. Anything could happen any minute now. Tomorrow and Wednesday, how much time for rapture? 10th day of the 12th month in Enoch calendar. Even though we start watching today, but I mean, it's just for precautions. Then again, Thursday to next week, the end of the month, high watch time. The 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, main target for the beginning of the chain of events. But I still expect something dramatic will happen in the next few days or even from today. Today, I'd like to discuss something really crucial to the human being species, I should say, not only for the society, it's really for the human body, the temple. God's temple is the human body, according to the Bible. Is 432 Hertz, the frequency of the universe. They suggest that 432 Hertz resonates with the natural frequency of the universe and can promote healing and relaxation. This frequency is said to be the same as the vibrational frequency of the Earth, the Sun, and even our DNA. The frequency of 432 Hertz is said to align mathematically with the patterns of the universe. This tone vibrates on the principle of the golden mean phi, unifying properties of light, time, space, matter, and magnetism with human biology, DNA code, and consciousness. Okay, so now 440 Hertz vs 432 Hertz. There is some speculation that 440 Hertz isn't as pleasant on our system, with studies on its effects on the body and mind vs 432 Hertz. Stress levels, heart rate, and blood pressure were measured on participants who listened to the same music twice, once at 440 Hertz and also at 432 Hertz. The results showed that the high frequency sound exposure immediately showed its detrimental effect on heartbeats after a short adaptation period in the 440 Hz group, and the average values decreased to half of the normal values. All popular music is now tuned at 440 Hz, so you would have certainly experienced it before. There are some theories that 440 Hz was deliberately chosen to oppress people and is a secret military weapon. Whatever you believe, many sound healers' instruments will be detuned to 432 Hz. Why 432 Hz? 432 Hz resonates with 8 Hz, the Schumann resonance, the documented fundamental electromagnetic heartbeat of Earth. Research says that music tuned from this frequency is easier to listen to, brighter, clearer, and contains more inherent dynamic range. As a result, music with this tuning need not be played at higher volumes and thus reduces the risk of hearing damage. What is the devil's frequency in Hertz? Some say 528 Hz and 741 Hz is a devil interval, and you can get hurt or even been dead by listening to one. What is the chord that summons the devil? The tritone, like the beast. It goes by many names: Diabolus in musica, devil in music, the devil's interval, the tritone, the triad, and flattered fifth. The incorrect frequency of 528 Hz and more. This subject has been around for many years, and I'm still waiting for someone to correct many errors spread out on the internet and in many books. Wrong musical notes frequencies, notes associated with the wrong frequencies, etc. It would be time to correct all those mistakes. The 528 Hz frequency, known in the New Age movement, quote unquote. Remember, New Age movement always promote the wrong knowledge, which is 528 Hz frequency. For its healing properties is not correct. 528 Hz is the frequency of C/D based on the natural frequency of A La 440 Hz. So C Do based on the natural frequency of A La 440 Hz. But 440 Hz is not a correct frequency. It is a modern frequency, but historically it's never been the base frequency used for classical music. Using the A La 432 Hz frequency as the standard, we get 518.1 Hz, not 528 Hz. On the C, which is Do. You can see in this table. And then against the 440 Hz La A is 528 on the C note, which is Do again. One thing that can be seen straight away with 432 as a standard is that all other frequencies are always exact. There are no irrational numbers, as it happens when using 440 Hz, giving 733.33333 or 586.66666, etc. So notice that either 0.33333 or 0.66666 when it comes to irrational numbers, right? This is true for any octave. Frequencies are always exact. For music, it is evident that using 432 Hz as a tuning pitch for all notes allows us to have exact frequencies for all notes. For information, nowadays is the equal tempered scale that is the most used for digital applications because it's an approximation of the exact scale to simplify it by dividing the octave in 12 equal chromatic intervals. So here is the table for La A 432 Hertz. So when you go to the note C, Do, 513.73747. Notice the numbers, okay? We have a 513 here. So if we shuffle the numbers, 153 is the fish, the number of fish, which is Father plus Son plus the church. Against the La A 440 Hertz, when you reach the note C, Do is 523.25113. So notice that those are the significant numbers for the rituals, right? To kill, steal, and destroy. 25, 113, 311, and then we have a 523 or let's see. The 23. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Isn't it ugly? I wonder why we use this simplification even in the past. When computers weren't that powerful, it makes no sense. Some people told me that the Do C 528 Hz is based on a La A 444 Hz. Yes, if we use this equal tempered scale, 444 times 2 to the power of 3 divided by 12 equal to 528.007959. But unlike perfect ratios, it's not an exact frequency. That's why they introduce the equal tempered scale to make sense of the 528 Hz, and they can use this excuse to trick people or like to lie to people that 528 Hz is a healing frequency. Anything that is related to or based on the New Age movement is false, is fake. So now we know that the tempo scale is false, is fake, and then the 528 Hz frequency is false and is fake. The real, genuine healing frequency is 432 Hz. Satan is the father and master of lies. At the same time, he is the master and father of confusion. So that's why they keep pumping out different frequencies and claiming the frequencies are healing frequencies to the human body in different body parts or organs. I just strongly remind you that don't fall for that. It's really easy to fall for that because I've been doing research on the frequency on and off for quite some time. And then luckily I dug deeper when I was doing my research. And of course God had the Holy Spirit kind of remind me something wrong with the 528 Hertz frequency. So there you go. It's because they all related to the New Age movement. Anything that related to the New Age movement should be avoided. And I remember why I had a uneasy feeling when I was looking at this 528 Hertz quote unquote, as a brand new healing frequency, right? I felt weird. My spirit told me it's not true. Then I remember the car maker BMW. They have a series 528i series. So that's why they promote their own fake knowledge, right? According to their devil tone, devil tritone, 528 hertz and 741 hertz is a devil interval. Remember that. The following topic I'm going to discuss is very significant in our lives because we need to know the correct time and season. We all know that Gregorian calendar is a false calendar that doesn't follow the time and season. It's a weapon to confuse people so that no one knows the exact time and season that they are living in. I know some people have the habit to use the Gregorian calendar, but it's because their whole life only familiar with Gregorian calendar. I don't blame them, but again, remember, Satan is the master and father of lies and confusion. That's why he introduced Gregorian calendar. Okay. If you cannot stand anything that I discuss, please don't watch my video or this video of my videos because I know it's very controversial that, when we habitually live in this matrix world, pretty much everything is fake, is false, is opposite of God's knowledge. Okay. Anyway, a solar term is any 24 periods in traditional Chinese lunar solar calendars that matches a particular astronomical event or signifies some natural phenomenon. The points are spaced 15 degrees apart and are used by lunar solar calendars to stay synchronized with the seasons, which is crucial for pretty much the human society. The solar terms are also used to calculate intercalary months. Which month is repeated depends on the position of the sun at the time. On December 1st, 2016, the solar terms were listed by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. Here is the list of the 24 solar terms, together with the degree of the sun, the solar position. Again, I would like to emphasize the beginning of spring is from February 4 to 5th this year. The sun longitude is 315 degrees. Now I will discuss one by one. I will only discuss the beginning of each season, and feel free to pause this video to read through all 24 solar terms to get familiar with the Gregorian calendar is to confuse people with the time and season by Satan. Sun's longitude 315 degrees, 315. It's the beginning of springtime. Notice that if you shuffle the numbers, it's 153, the number of fishes that Jesus and his disciple caught. And it's also equal to Father, Son, and Church. This year, the beginning of spring in Gregorian calendar is February 4th, first month. Chinese zodiac and earthly branch of month, Tiger. Corresponding Western astrological sign is Aquarius. So I believe during springtime is the time for them to start the chain of events, the beginning of the 7 years tribulation, because they have the white tiger on the back of the jacket of that little girl in iPad Go. They are using, again, I've been reminding you guys once in a while, they've been using 2 calendars. One is the Elul calendar and the second one is the Chinese calendar. Because the Chinese calendar is not because it's from China. It's because the Chinese calendar, again, I've already explained, is based on the season of this earth round. The lunar solar calendars to stay synchronized with the seasons and also the position of the sun at the time. So that's why Tiger and Aquarius are so significant for them. It's not because we are entering into the Aquarius age, it's because the spring time begins on this year is February 4th and it's associated with Tiger and Aquarius. The beginning of summer, the sun position is 45 degrees. There you go, 45. They keep repeating these numbers. Okay. The beginning of summer, May 6th this year. And then it's associated with the Chinese zodiac is snake. Astronomical sign is Taurus. Beginning of autumn, the sun position is 135 degrees. Again, if you shuffle the numbers, it's 153. The number of fishes Jesus and his disciple caught, and it's also equal to Father, Son, and the Church, and it's the beginning of the Elul calendar. At the same time, is the time that Jesus was born. The beginning of autumn. This year will be on August 8th, 8/8. Again, they've been repeating these numbers over and over again. I think this is the year. That's why they keep repeating those critical numbers that are associated with the season and time. Okay. The zodiac, Chinese zodiac is monkey, and the Western astrological sign is Leo. The beginning of winter, the sun degree is 225 degrees. Beginning of winter this year is November 7. So you have a 711 here. The Chinese zodiac is pig, and the Western astrological sign is Scorpio. So that's why pig is so significant to them. So as Scorpio, of course. Monkey, Leo. It's not surprising. 24 solar terms can decipher, a lot of their hidden signs. So founder of Confucian and lies, they have created astronomical, meteorological season, but they review themselves as lies, right? Because the Chinese calendar matches a particular astronomical event. So there you go. They review themselves as liars because they introduce their own astronomical events, but it's false, right? You can pause this video to read through this. I don't want to talk about their stupid lies. Their lies is based on equator, an imaginary line drawn around the Earth equally distant from both poles, divided the Earth into northern and southern hemispheres, and constituting the parallel of latitude 0 degree. What is a hemisphere? Half of the Earth. A hemisphere is also half of a ball-shaped object. Ball. B-A-A-L. Which is what?